Okay, looking at Bitcoin, back on the month. You got to keep looking at the month. So, excuse me. I got a lot of problems. Bitcoin, not so much. But I got an E46 BMW, and I love it. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Especially all the things that are breaking. Let's look at Bitcoin on the month, though. We got the MACD up because this is important stuff, right? So the MACD is important. And the reason the MACD is important is because there are guys out there that, I try to trade very small amounts at the 4 hour one day, right? That's what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm taking 1 hours and they work out. Sometimes I don't. We can talk about that in a couple minutes too. But there are guys that they just MACD this stuff on the month or the week, and they do pretty well, especially over time, right? The important thing is to be in the market, lose a little bit of money to pay your dues, so to speak, to get your education. Hopefully, you're finding some serious trading material to look at, because I don't know if I have the patience to go through individual tools, individual indicators, I should say, I guess. But yeah, Bitcoin, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if your YouTube feed is like mine, but there's people that are like, it's like they're bipolar, right? It's like the bottom's in, the bottom's not, and the bottom's in. Bitcoin on the month. I've been saying this, but we can expect a 2 to 3 candle pullback. And we're only on that second candle. What's good and what I'm hoping for is that this 50 right here on the month, this line. But this 50 right here, I expect us to settle on this green line, right? This is not, we're not settled, we just tapped it. But if we get a 2 to 3 month pullback, we could look for another month where it's a downside. So keep that in mind. And our MACD is telling us not to get in any long-term trades right now. So now's not the time to be buying for any long-term trades. I think I've been saying that. I mean, I think this is a good price point if you're going to start cost averaging in, but don't sell your house to buy a Lamborghini, so to speak, right now. So we can drill down into the week. So on the week, right? 7 candle. I'm looking for another red 7 candle. I'm looking for another down week. We got 3 days left on this week. I'm looking for another down week since this candle is red. I don't know what to say. This is how I play with the TD sequential. We're coming up on this, which means that right here, which means we may get a slight bounce, but I don't think it's going to show up on the week, to be honest with you. And our MACD is telling us do not get into any any weekly trades right now. Our daily, right? We had a spread start right about here. Our MACD right about here told us to get out. And since then, our TD sequential on the daily has told us, let's see, for the last 45 days, the TD sequential has told us, do not get into any trades. We've got this green 2 after this 1. But that would have been a failed trade on the day. Easy. 4 hour you might have been able to make something. 1 hour you might have been able to make something. Our MACD on the day, it hasn't looked good for 9 days. Last 9 days, it's been looking progressively worse for the last 9 days. Four hours. There hasn't been much to catch unless you're shorting Bitcoin on the 4 hour. So right now, I'm expecting us to get down. Right? Oh, we're back on the week. I'm not on the 4 hour. What? Yeah, our 4 hours sideways. Okay. MACD's completely turned around. But these aren't good. We got one. There's no TD sequential indicator telling me that to take a risk. The MACD on the 4 hour is looking better, but this is why I don't look at the MACD on the 4 hour. This is why I look at MACD on this is why I look at the RSI on the 4 hour, right? Because the MACD just confuses the shit out of me. And it's just not been anything really promising on the 4 hour. So I think our weekly is our big tell here, right? Yeah, we could easily see another 7, 8, 9. Not a problem before we see any type of a turnaround or anything that even looks like a bounce, I should say. And if we look at our monthly TD sequential, and if we could go back, it's been very rare for us to hit 7 red on the TD sequential on the monthly on Bitcoin. We did it here on the gentle slope. We're doing it right now from the top, which means that my guess, and nobody's going to like this, is that somewhere in this period we're going to see maybe a 1 to 2 month, a slim 1 to 2 month uptrend, and then another 5 to 6 months down before we go up. So, all right. I am still trying to make trades, and I am trying. All right. I'm not going to be telegraphing my trades, because if you try to follow my trades, you're going to get wrecked, right? So I think since the last time I streamed, I did 2 trades. Now I lost a trade before this at about, I can't remember, I'd have to look at the video, but I think it was about 2.5%. All right, so keep that in mind. And the reason is because my trading account has reset. All right. So keep that in mind. Let's go into the 1 hour. So here on the 1 hour, I took the 6 here, and I took the 6 based on RSI, right? And I was hoping for a run up to this red line. Now, it just so happens, I think previously I mentioned problems with insomnia, but it just so happens that for the next 2 trades, I was watching them. I was at the computer watching them, right? So I wasn't walking away. I did have a stop limit set here, right? And as soon as this 4 candle completed, I pushed my stop limit up to a break even point, so that I would, if it went down, then I could do anything that I want, and at least I would break even. I wouldn't lose any money, right? But it just so happened that I watched this 7 candle go above this red, and the moment this 1 candle turned red, and it's like within the first 2 minutes, right? Or like within the first minute, I just set my stop loss here. And it was only 2.7%. But I was hoping that it would, boom, go, right? Well, okay. This made up for my previous stop loss. So I'm now like dead even, let's call it. I'm dead even on the account. I go over here and I see this 1 and the 2. I see it on the red, and I say, you know what? I'm going to take that 2, and I'm going to hope that we bust this red, right? I'm seeing we've already crossed. We're good. We got some kind of momentum. I'm hoping this goes a lot higher. Well, it didn't. The RSI and the volume fell out of it, and it went red. And I barely missed the stop on this candle, but obviously I was taken out. I lost 2.2%. Now here's the thing. I was really hoping that this was going to break the excuse me, it is late. I was really hoping this was going to break the 200 TEMA line. And I was so confident that it might, I even did the same thing here on ETH and ended up getting stopped out in the same hour. So now, if I look at this stuff, if I pull back out, right, and just looking at ETH, we didn't get a good bounce there, did we? We had to wait a while for our bounce. All right. So here we are. 4 hour, we're traveling down. I lost 2.3% of my ETH trade. But if I buy right now, and I'm looking at this 4 hour, right? So what I would be doing, I'm not telegraphing my moves. I'm telling you what I would be doing with the TA, right? Is if I was awake in an hour and the 2 candle went above the 1 and the RSI was flowing upward, I might consider it's a stop loss of 3.7. Let's raise that to 2.75% is my stop loss, my target. Being 4%, hoping that it's a runner, right? That it beats that target, and it at least goes up to where the 50 TEMA line is right now. And you never know, over time it could go up to like 10%. Right, it could test these last 2 levels here if we're lucky, and that would be 10%. So that would be awesome, and if it made it to 10%, I might, that would be great. Stop limit, right? What I would be doing is I would start with my stop limit down here. As soon as it made like 2 or 3%, I'd try and take my stop limit and I'd raise it to the break even, right? Now let's take a quick look and see. That's the 4 hour. Let's take a quick look at the 1 hour here. So we're already on a 4. And our RSI is wavering at overbought. Which is fine as long as it keeps wavering at overbought, I guess. We've still got an hour on the 4. So I don't think I would take this. I think I would go to sleep because I don't think in 2 or 3 hours, I don't think the RSI is going to look any better. On the 1 hour, I could see an easy rejection here. I just don't see anything. Not like this, where I was hoping that our RSI was going to stay pushed up steady. Yeah. And maybe I'm wrong, right? Let's see. Let's put a red bar. Well, I didn't get the 2 hour indicator or the 4 hour indicator. So if this was going to be a 4 hour trade, I would say that like 12 to 16 hours is what I would want to be into it, I guess. And then let's check the day. We got 17 hours left on the day, and we got the RSI pushing up overall on the day. Okay, maybe I'll stay up another hour and see how this goes. But anyways, I lost a trade of 2.3% on BNB, and well, wait a minute, 2.3% on ETH, and like the same amount on BNB, very close to the same amount, 2.2% on BNB. So I'm a little bit down right now, guys, but I can buy back in at more, a little more. I'm expecting it to go down, right? I don't even know. I'm just doing this for used auto parts at this point, right? I mean, hey, that's what it is. That's what I'm seeing. No hype, no total excitement. Trust me, when this starts going up, I'll be excited. But right now, my stop limits that I'm setting on these trades is getting smaller and smaller, right? When we were in a bull market, I was setting stop limits of 5 and 6%, right? And that was keeping me in awesome trades. Right now, it's bear. It's bear as fuck. Look at this weekly. Tell me this is not bear as fuck. We've already had a 9, and now we're going down, and now we're on a 6, headed towards another 9 on the weekly. How has that not been bearish as fuck? I wish I had said that, like, I don't know, 19 weeks ago. But my stop limits are so tight right now that yeah, I don't know what to say. Take care of yourself. Take care of your stop limits. There are other things that I have been looking at, but to be honest with you, Warren Buffett, right? Love the guy, hate the guy, whatever. Everyone knows something that you don't know. And I think it was Warren Buffett that he said, don't become an expert on all of the stocks, but pick 3 stocks and become an expert on those stocks, and you'll make money, right? So my 3 is BTC, ETH, and BNB. And those will be the ones that I start going into first, right? And I'm doing this as a responsible trader, so I'm not using my whole account. But right now, we haven't seen the kind of coin shakeout that I would have expected. I mean, I don't think Luna is on my list. No, Luna's not even on my list. I don't think Luna has ever been on my list. I don't think it's a coin that I ever thought was going to make it through. I stay quiet about that because if I do it, all the fanboys are going to come after me. I know there's a possibility it can come back, But even if it comes back, it's not making my list, so to speak. Yeah, and then cake, cake and cake to B&B. Um, gosh, cake on the week is even worse, right? Cake is only on a 4 on the week. $2 cake is very possible. If cake gets to $2, I will buy another $500 of cake and lock it for 52 weeks. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I will be. If cake gets to $2, oh my God. If cake gets to $2, that $500 52-week lock could end up being enough to buy like a 35-foot sailboat for $20,000. $30,000. You never know. That would be crazy. Anyways, those are Lambo dreams. We don't count on Lambo dreams. All right. Have a great day at work. Last day of the week. No, it's not. Tonight's Wednesday, Thursday, trash day. Get your trash out. Have a good one.